Welcome back to the Season 4 finale of Nighttime. My name is Camden Mowery.
My name is Emily Aaron.
And today we are going to be talking about, what are we talking? We're talking a little bit of baseball.
A little baseball. We're talking some T-Swift for all the Swifties out there.
Don't even get me started on Taylor Swift. I know nothing about Taylor Swift.
Oh, we know. We all know that.
Yeah,
and we're going to talk some college football.
College football. Can't wait to see it. This is going to be the Season 4 finale of Nighttime. We're on the Combine setup, so stay tuned, cuz.
Nighttime starts now.
Things gon' change when I really hit the field. Undefeated champs, man, you know what's the deal. Tryna find a kid, I'm in the field doing drills. Boy, you just a sucker, you ain't never keep it real. 3 rings in my hand, I'm a warrior to the max. When I hang it up, they gon' have to give me plaques. Step up in the building and I only bring the facts. When I make a highlight, they gon' replay, run it back. Okay, always locked in, now I don't got time to lax. Saying he the best, he could take a lap. Batted 1,000 when you check the stats. Boy, is you ready? You ain't gotta ask.
Alrighty, guys, and welcome back. This is the final episode of Nighttime. I don't know how to feel. I'm pretty sad, but we are joined by the one and only Nighttime veteran.
Johnny Jackson.
What? We are joined by the one and only Nighttime veteran, Nate. How are you doing
I'm doing
today?
all right. If this was bets, the surefire pick would be me crying at my last episode. So.
100%. And we are joined by the fabulous Johnny Jackson.
If I had a nickel for every time me and Nate were on a Thursday show together, I think I'd have like 1 nickel.
This might be, we're making history today.
No, we
are.
were an episode of bets together.
We were, yeah. We talked baseball. You picked the Red Sox as your
I did.
sleeper.
Dude, this
I
guy's
did.
memory is steel
did.
trap. So you said baseball, and what better transition then? We're talking
Baseball.
baseball. Nate
Yes,
gets to
we
choose
are.
what we're talking today, and of course he goes to the most boring sport in the world. Luckily this is college baseball, which I'm actually halfway interested in. I'm not gonna lie, MLB kind of fun, but
Shout out the Las Vegas Athletics, by the way.
Yeah, no, they're
Who?
heading. The Oakland A's are getting out of town.
oh, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where was I for this?
It came out at like midnight.
Yeah,
oh, cool.
yesterday.
This has nothing to do with whatever we're doing. So let's
literally.
Awesome.
let's go to Ben McCabe. All right, guy on our team hit a lot of home runs, one shy of tying the all-time record. So Nate, when is he gonna break that record?
I think he might do it this weekend at USF. He went 5 for 5 against Stetson. He's starting to see the ball much better. He was in a little bit of a slump, which is normal. He got off to a scorching hot start, and that's just the way, law of averages, the way baseball works. You have your streaks, you're hot, then you get a little cold. He's hitting the ball better, and I think he might. And they have a chip on their shoulder. They lost 2 out of 3 to USF at home. I think they have a point to prove, and I think he gets it done this weekend.
Okay, Jonathan.
So, yeah, like Nate said, they lost 2 out of 3 at home to USF. But they're all winnable games. I mean, an 0-2 loss, a 2-3 loss, and then they beat them 12-9. So, home field advantage in West Florida does give I mean, it does give USF an advantage a little bit.
Do
but
they? Are they a baseball school? I don't even know.
They
Well,
don't
they're-
have a bad baseball program.
No, they were like
Shout out
6
Shane
and
McClanahan.
They were like
USF
6 and
legend.
16
DM'd him on
heading
Twitter
into that.
one time. He didn't
Did not
respond
respond.
back. It was when he was in the minors. I was like, hey, you want to interview? And he didn't respond.
So Emily, we've got
Oh,
this
that's-
series against South Florida, but
We do.
play Houston at home the following, what is that, a week after, and I
Yeah.
feel like if Benny Mac's gonna break the record, might as well do it at home. All right.
So
Would
I
be
think
nice.
I think he ties it in his
Against
second
USF?
at bat
Oh, don't do this.
this Saturday.
Here we go.
Oh,
3-1 count.
No,
Left center
I don't
field.
care about the count. I don't care about the count. In his second at bat, a guy's just gonna leave a fastball down, over the plate, and he's gonna hit it and tie the record. His second at bat on Saturday.
I think he's going to tie it up against USF.
Yep.
And definitely break it against Houston.
All right, I'm with you. I think.
100%. I will put money on it.
You want to talk law of averages? I feel like, what we played, 37 games. He's hit 12 home runs, so that's 1 every 3.
Yeah,
so let's just
roughly,
say
yeah.
1 against South Florida, 1 against Houston. We're right there.
It's
possible.
100%.
so.
He's going to
Put me
do
on
it
bets.
at least to Houston.
All right,
At least.
I'm with it. Let's go to then, since we're done with Benny Mac, let's go to our superlative / our awards for this year. And I want you guys to tell me who the most valuable player has been so far for this Knights team.
I don't really think there's much of an argument
I
there.
think it's Ben McCabe. Andrew Sundin has been really good as of late. He just hasn't played as many games because of the injuries, but no, it has to be Ben McCabe. And he's doing it while catching too, which is like the toughest position on the field. Just you take a beating back there. It's called the tools of ignorance for a reason. So to do that and do what he's doing at the plate, it's a.
But he's not playing two sports like John Rice Plumlee.
Oh
That's
my
the thing.
God.
I mean, we're
You said MVP of the baseball
Yes!
team. Oh,
JRP,
Hopping on a
JRP,
golf cart.
JRP. JRP is my MVP, but if we're talking real MVP, it's Ben McCabe.
Ben McCabe.
And if you're going to argue that, you're automatically wrong.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. If it's not Ben McCabe, then you need to go and rewatch all of our baseball games and then come and talk to us.
I want to do the
because-
999 challenge.
What is that?
The 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings.
Oh, that sounds awful on your stomach.
That's a real thing.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to
People-
make the joke.
People do that and choose
Did Panda
to do
not
that?
teach you enough from last draft show?
I was going to say, do you want to turn out like someone else
no,
on hitting the field?
no.
That's right back there. Hey,
I'm
Richie.
going to go with let's not try that. How about that? So let's move on to most improved player.
This one's going to be tough.
And I have an easy pick.
Yeah, I think
Andrew Sundin. Andrew Sundin. I think he has improved tremendously, and honestly, I think he was borderline MVP with Ben McCabe.
so.
Interesting pick.
It's interesting that you pick that when you consider your favorite player's stats from last season.
Hey.
Okay.
He didn't play
John
last
Rice
season.
Plumlee with Ole Miss. So if we're talking about just like in terms of like pure overall skill set improving, I think it's JRP and it's not close. I mean,
Really?
You can make a fair argument for that. Well, he didn't
he didn't play
last year, but his last season at Ole Miss wasn't like there's expectations baseball-wise were kind of like I don't know, we'll see, and he's hitting 500 with 5 home runs. Like if you told Greg Lovelady before the season, hey, he's gonna do this, he'd take that every time.
Yeah.
if you would have told
Right.
Lovelady he's going to be our 3rd or 4th best hitter
Yeah.
and an incredible defensive center fielder, like with this game-changing speed.
Oh, he's faster than fast. He's quicker than quick.
Oh man.
He's Lightning McQueen. Okay, so let's go to bench pitcher because I want to shout out Najir Victor, who has kind of come onto the scene recently in the
Oh, he's
last
been
couple
he's
weeks.
been incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to work the game that Nate and I kind of held hands at a little bit. He was there.
Yeah,
and
as we
he-
walked
he-
up the stairs.
Right, he closed out the game really well, and I
Yeah.
remember it was the game against Stetson, right, that he kind of came onto the scene.
Yeah, so he was in a bases loaded jam against Stetson. They were up 6-1, but I mean, bases loaded jam, no outs. Stetson had a chance to get back into it, and he strikes out the side. And just ends it right there, and like that was pretty much the end of the game. And then against Memphis, it's a similar situation. Runner on third, no outs. They're down by 1, strikes out the side.
Yeah.
He gets out of the jam, no more
He's
runs. They
been
win
a
8-6.
Dog. Also,
Dog.
Kyle Kramer. I mean, Kyle Kramer's been,
Yeah.
been terrific. I mean, those two guys have been our best pitchers.
Well, Rudy Gomez has
Gomez.
been the
I was gonna
one
say,
is the one
that's who I
starting
have
pitcher to
best
stay in the
pitcher.
rotation every weekend.
So he's just been very inconsistent.
I don't
He's-
know about that.
He's
You're
looked
talking to the baseball pro.
he's looked a lot better recently, but he's had a couple blowups.
His numbers,
now.
well, no, it was the ECU blow up that really blew
at
up his
Camden.
numbers
At
because he had to he gave up 12 runs in the first game of a doubleheader where he had to eat up innings.
Yeah.
So that'll make his stats look much worse than what they really are. But he showed up every Friday night, and even in some of their losses, it's not because he pitched bad.
Yeah, and I
Right.
feel like even we can't go without talking about Ben Vespi, who's also really good. He was injured at the start of the year, was he
Yeah,
not?
he was probably expected to be the Friday starter.
That's
I think
what-
it's a back injury that's kind of held him back. He's slowly working into it. Back injuries are very tricky.
I just remember last year he was on a tear, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even this year he's still putting together some good innings, some good
Yeah,
work with the
if
ball.
they can
so-
get him in the rotation or a point where he's able to like kind of be that like
Swing.
ace reliever where it's like big situation early, you could throw him in. That would be huge for them.
Right.
I'm jumping the list here. We all know where I'm
Which
going.
one are
with
we
this
going?
one.
There's only one answer if this is where you're going.
Most likely to play 2 sports in one day. Who could that be? JRP.
If you
No,
don't know,
it's
Brit-
Ben McCabe.
what's the second sport?
He's gonna play
You
linebacker
guys
and run
are
some kid over.
haters.
Have
Brit-
you,
Did
no,
you
okay.
guys not watch his vlog?
So-
the whole transition.
Yeah, you've watched it 5
He played
times.
against Memphis. Yes, all the views are mine. He played against Memphis, and then he went right on to the football field. You got to see the whole transition.
It's an
He
incredible
was
story.
escorted on
It
a
is.
golf cart. It was very cool.
I've had the pleasure to meet JRP in like a universal.
Couldn't be
line.
the nicest guy.
He's a
So
great
he's the
guy.
nicest guy.
Have you not heard about this?
No.
No, wait,
Well,
I
I'm
was
about about
wasn't
to
it?
pay Lexi $20,000 for the game ball
Oh my
that JRP
God,
threw
this
to
is
her.
like
No, it was
so
like
much
it was like
ammunition.
me, Sean Green, John Whitley, and I think Rob Husby.
Wow.
Yeah, we just saw him in the line for Hagrid's, and they like split him and his girlfriend up.
Oh, that's
And
messed up.
he was just like, hey,
Emily Aaron's turn.
No, he was so nice. He's a
No.
great guy. Like I love JRP.
Literally, couldn't
like
be
he's a
nicer.
great dude. I want
Yeah.
nothing but the best for John Rice Plumlee. He's been incredible, and he's been such like a light and such like a great face for the University of Central Florida.
I agree.
Facts.
100%.
He's been phenomenal. But
When you think UCF, you think JRP.
I just think if you put Ben McCabe as like a linebacker, I think that's the next step for the UCF football. The Big 12, Ben McCabe, he put him there.
That's
Brady Shannon was a quarterback in high school, and I think he was a 3-star recruit too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but can he play?
Well, he's not on the football team. So.
good. He's a walk-on.
He hasn't
All
been
right.
playing much.
He's got a
of it.
PWO. All right.
He-
Wow.
he hasn't
Let's
been
do
playing
one
much
more
of it.
for you, Nate. Clutch hit or double play? Which one do you want to go to?
Clutch hitter would probably be Tom Josten. He had the walk-off hit against Georgia Southern, and he also had the walk-off walk against Stetson. So I
Right.
think that's only 2 walk-offs.
I'm
this
going
season.
with Lex Bodecker because
Yeah,
of
that
how-
was a huge
How
hit
great of
against
an
Memphis.
interview he gave you guys a couple days ago. That boy is straight face,
He's
3-word answers.
a
and
man
he's
of
out.
a man of few words.
Man
but
of
I mean,
no words. But no, guy
No.
comes in, didn't even
JRP's
start.
kind of that like fire starter though, like late
They
in
had him at the
games.
top of the rotation.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, like JRP, he can get something going in the late innings if you need a guy.
He's good.
I guess he's okay. So, Nate,
Oh God.
Nate, we have a nice video for Nate to watch if you want to go ahead and pull it up because it is time for Nate to see his
We
goodbye
could
video.
just
and
skip
then
this part.
Are you sure? I feel like
Yeah,
we
If
should.
I had
no
to give my
problem.
speech and cry on air, so
Then
does
so
Nate.
does Nate. So Nate, go
Yeah.
ahead. You could play that video. You can watch it, and then we can. Oh, it's gonna be right behind
Oh
you.
my
too.
Oh
God.
wow!
I don't want to say bye
Still,
to
you can
Nate.
watch it on there so we can get the sound. Go ahead.
I have to play the sound.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2.
Oh, he's counting you down.
1.
How are you doing?
Doing well. It's my first time on hitting the field. Excited to join the family. It's Aaron Judge, and it shouldn't be a conversation. There's no one you can trust in the Yankees bullpen to come in and, get 3 outs. It's a crapshoot. Boone and Cashman need to go.
Okay,
Like, they have to go. It's the same thing over and over and over again. You look at, like, Anthony Volpe. He's been doing it all for the Yankees. He's been making good plays on defense. He has a home run. I mean, so both you guys got drafted. What was it like playing with him in high school?
We're neighbors actually. We live 2 streets away.
I think Burns' best path to victory would be to try to push Maswell against the fence, shoot for takedowns, try to wear him down. And it's only a 3-round fight, too. So, I mean, if you can just control him for 2 rounds, he should be able to win.
Ken Griffey's better, but I like some.
Field.
Yeah, we kind of want a little bit of Ichiro. We got to give him some
Yeah,
love.
and
you know?
that nice segue. And Team Japan
Yeah,
can make some noise, too.
yeah,
with
that's
Yu Darvish
true.
and Shohei Ohtani. And so they can't lose focus. They're going to have to, it's alumni night for USF. Let's hopefully they give them a familiar feeling with losing on Saturday. And Ramsey and Vic Fangio as a defensive coordinator, he's one of the best in the game. That's going to be such a huge difference for them on defense.
What's a food you would never eat no matter what and why?
Cottage cheese with pineapple because that's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Another food I don't like is octopus.
I've never tried octopus, but apparently I liked it as a
Family
kid.
members make it. It smells like. All right, Ryan. Who at HTF would you least want to marry your kid?
So I was pointing at your chest.
I was in Bursa. You made him sad.
Well, shit.
Oh, he did it! He did it!
I hope that was caught. That would have been so funny.
Oh God.
It's not the worst thing that happened on it.
Yeah. Oh, where do I begin? Before joining Hitting the Field, I knew of the program. I saw clips on social media and had a few classes with people in Hitting the Field. But the thought of going on there and to talk about sports scared the living hell out of me. Is that another cuss word?
No.
I was more than comfortable just sitting behind a computer and writing about sports. Then in my final class of the 2022 spring semester, I went up to Johan Blanco and asked him if he watched boxing. I may have already known the answer after running into his Twitter a few days earlier. As a journalist in me, you run into someone, you do some research. That's just the way it goes. From there was a conversation that lasted the whole break during a class that we had together for 16 weeks and never talked. Johan brought up hitting the field, and for whatever reason at that moment, I decided it was time to overcome the fear I had. Then on July 12th, Johnny messaged me on Instagram about joining the program after a post I made about looking for my head on the same road I got into a car accident on. I also got 5 slip discs as well. I'm pretty sure it was just the MLB logo in my header that he noticed, but nonetheless, I told him I'd be down to join. Joining Hitting the Field is one of the best decisions I've made in my time at UCF. It helped me grow, not literally, but as a person, and it forced me to get out of my shell. It helped me become comfortable with doing something I wasn't comfortable doing. But beyond that, I've built relationships that are going to last a lifetime. Hitting the Field is quite literally a family. I wish I had joined the program earlier. Whether it's talking baseball on Main Show with Hannah Jo, getting roasted by Isaiah for borrowing Narrowly's notebook as I sweated profusely on the combine, talking UFC, or being on this show, I made memories that are going to last a lifetime. I'm so grateful for the people I met through Hitting the Field and the journalism program at UCF. I can't name everyone because I'm sure I'll forget, and it's a lot of people, but I just know that I appreciate all of you for making me and my college experience better. So, my mom and dad and grandma are my heroes. I owe the world to them. I wouldn't be where I am today without them. So I lost my mom, Victoria, and grandma. I also had to cancer. And while I seem like this old, wise person, that's part of why I am who I am today. It's changed my perspective, and it's taught me to appreciate everyone around me. And, you know, and there's a lot of times I wonder what my mom and grandma would tell me in certain situations. And I'm sure they're waiting just to hit me one more time with the Chown Club for one of the many boneheaded decisions I've made. But I know they're glad I have you guys. So thank you.
Nate, that was wonderful. I know we kind of, I don't want to say bonded, but you know, we kind of had shared experiences with, you know, your shirt and my uncle, and you know, I'm just lucky that I still get the chance to see him. I know you'd probably give anything to just see them one more time, right? And
Definitely.
so, you know, we're all with you.
And we're all proud of you for
And
everything you do.
They're proud of you too. They're watching. They're proud of everything you've done here, and they're proud to see where you go.
Thank you.
We love you, Nate.
Love you too.
I'm sorry I couldn't have picked a better time to DM you.
I was freelancing for MLB at the time, so I just like, let me put that as my Twitter header. Then I get in the car accident, and then like, yeah, you're just like, I was like, yeah, like I'm just freaking talking about the car accident. You're like, have you thought about joining Hitting the Field? I'm like, I don't know if this is the best time to ask that question, but sure.
He's here now.
Bawling my eyes out. Ah, shit. That's too.
That's twice.
Nate, any final words you'd like to say? on
No,
the
just
show?
thank you, and I love you guys.
Yeah, we didn't do nightlights this week because we didn't feel the need to, but you know, you're our nightlight for this week, and
I appreciate it.
we're gonna keep watching wherever you are.
Of course. Thank you.
That's Nate's time here at HTF. When we come back, we're gonna have Katelyn Colley on to hopefully do the same thing that we just watched Nate Marrero do, because that's some shoes to fill right there.
Right.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to HTF Hot Takes. I'm Johnny Jackson. We've got Emily Aaron to my right and Maluka Costa to my left.
Hello and welcome to our segment of Hot Ones. I'm here with Noah Kemper and Grant
Wheeler.
Yep, I knew that. Grant Wheeler.
Listen, I'm a Bulls fan, but I just can't ever argue against LeBron. I watched him my whole life.
I've been going back and forth with this debate for a long time. It's got to be Michael Jordan.
Whatever she wanted. I would wake up in a maid costume for Doja Cat.
Brutal.
Jeffrey Laux, no question.
Richie, I would give it to Richie.
It is not Richie. It is not Richie.
No, it's Jeff.
Richie's pronouns are he, they, because he cannot be him.
What?
Oh, wait a second.
I'm gonna have to also agree and say Jeff. He always is spiffy.
It might be Cameron. Cameron's had some good fits.
Out of the women, Norelli always dresses really, really cute.
Oh, brother.
That's so awful.
It's basketball.
College football, I think, is the best sport to watch. If you don't like soccer, it's because you suck at it.
I think college football is the best.
Thanks for watching.
All right, welcome back to our finale. We are now joined by another person that is a part of Hitting the Field. This person has never been on air, though, which is kind of crazy. So let's introduce Katelyn Colley. Katelyn, how are you doing today?
I am so excited. I never thought this day would come. I've been avoiding the camera like the plague, so it took me 2 years, but I'm here.
Hey, everyone catches the plague at one point, and you have finally caught it. There it is right there. That camera is on, and it's looking at you. So
I pretend it doesn't exist. Anyways.
let's make this connection real quick, because I really wanted to do this. You're an LSU fan, specifically 2019. Joe Burrow was the quarterback. Joe is the same first name as Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas dated Taylor Swift. Getting there.
You almost got through it.
Almost got through it. We're talking Taylor Swift today on Nighttime. Go ahead, put that thing on the background because we are debating my top 5 Taylor Swift albums. I am a casual, let me tell you. And I can't wait to show this list off because I know I should.
It is so bad.
There it is.
The one thing I will say, Camden did come to a Taylor Swift night with me.
I did. That did happen.
Yeah.
You, me, Doug, Allison.
That's probably
others.
the most Taylor Swift thing you've ever done.
Kayla was there. Yeah.
You had a good
Come on.
time though, right?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I knew like 8 songs.
But
Wow.
man, we showed you a whole new world of music.
I didn't realize Swifties knew every word of every song.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
And if you don't, then you're not a real fan.
Literally, you guys try to explain to me what All Too Well was, and it's like, I'll watch the movie and I'll figure it out. They're like, dude, do you know what that means? I'm like, I got it. I got to figure out whatever. It's like the scarf.
You can't
I
like
can
her
figure it out.
exes. You
Nope.
can't, anything that said
So I think
Taylor
it
wrong
depends.
is automatically
I think you're allowed
canceled.
to. I think you're allowed to enjoy some of the art that some of her exes have made.
Jake Gyllenhaal, good movies, right?
He was really good in the John Mulaney special when he
was-
was Mr. Music or Music Man.
Source Code, I loved that movie. It was like Half a Human. That was a good movie.
He was good in Spider-Man.
He was. Other than that,
Other than that.
pretty good boyfriend, right?
I'm looking forward to the Barbie movie. I know it's not Jake Gyllenhaal, it's Ryan Gosling, but
Ooh.
I really want to see it.
They kinda
I
look
feel
the
like you
same.
just needed to bring that up.
No, I
You're
love-
like-
I'm
I
so
just want to
excited.
plug this in really
I'm so
quick.
excited.
So
Sorry.
Plug the Barbie movie.
Let's.
It's gonna be good.
It is. It is. Let's debate my top 5. 1989 was kind of like my coming into the pop world, I feel like. You know?
It's good. It's the
Blank
best album.
Space
It's the
Style,
best album.
Wildest Dreams. That's where Shake It Off was, right? I mean, how is that not your number 1 album? How
You're forgetting about Wonderland. Wonderland is Taylor Swift's greatest song.
No.
The beat, the lyrics, and it's stuck on the deluxe version.
No.
Blasphemous.
Go ahead.
Wrong.
Awful.
Wrong. The fact, I just have one thing to say, or else I'm going to be here for 5 hours. The fact that Reputation and Lover is not in this list is driving me insane.
I didn't know a single song on those albums.
Crazy. I think Reputation is one of her best albums she's ever.
Oh, she's
Thank
with you.
you.
Okay.
It's my fifth. It's my fifth.
I think. What? Is that in your top 3?
Yes.
It's like such a pity ranking. Like,
It's,
No,
okay,
no,
so
no,
it's,
no, no.
it's,
Time
it's
out.
1989.
Time out. Let's hear your ranking.
1989.
Yep.
Okay. Red.
Okay.
Red's good.
Okay.
Red's good.
Red's my number
Okay,
1.
It's good because All Too Well's on it.
Okay, so I love All Too Well in the short version, and I love it in the short film. But I think just the song for 10 minutes, I think it's a bit much.
Okay,
Ooh.
move on.
That's controversial.
It's controversial. I think it's a bit
I'm
much.
not going to make a comment, but keep going.
It was great live. It was great live. The 10-minute version was phenomenal live.
Okay, great.
But like just on my phone, like whatever. 3, Folklore. Debate a wall. 4, Lover.
Okay.
5, Reputation.
Kayla does not like your list. Can you explain?
But
This
I'll
is a
throw
joke.
up.
So, I know how this show works. I know you guys do a lot of research. And it's pretty obvious to me that this time you just typed in Google, worst Taylor Swift takes I could make. And that's what we're presented with here today.
Well, then we gave them to you and you wrote them down.
Thank you.
I believe in this. I believe.
Oh, wow.
I'm 100%
No, this
in
is-
belief of this.
No.
That's my top
No.
5, and I'm sticking
Please
to
go
it.
and say the right thing.
Okay, my
you.
number 1 would have to be Red.
That's respectable. That's respectable.
And then
See, I disagree.
immediately after is Reputation, because if there's one thing I love, it is female rage. And
And that's
is
all that is.
all it is.
I like it in
And
different contexts.
Reputation was not just an album, it was a coming back era. The entire world was looking at her.
Or the $1 in the bathtub. It was iconic.
It was it was, I mean, when she deleted her entire Instagram and you saw that snake head coming back onto Instagram, wiping it clean, the world stopped. Time stopped. This was the moment, right?
Thank you.
And then I have Speak Now, and then I have 1989, and then I'm closing with Lover.
We have the same top 5 except for
Wow.
Folklore and Speak Now.
That's not the same.
We're
Ours
pretty
is,
close.
That's
ours
not-
is
that's
very,
60%.
very similar, actually.
We're 80% the same.
You just said 2 that you didn't have.
No,
That's 60.
she has Speak. The only difference we have, she has Speak Now. I have Folklore.
Oh,
we're
I see.
pretty
Okay,
much the
gotcha.
same.
Yeah.
You say I have such bad taste.
But
See,
you put
nobody-
Reputation last.
I mean, yeah,
Camden,
because
you have Midnight.
Okay,
Do you
so
not like Angry
Yeah, I liked
Women?
it.
I love Angry Women with a passion, but
Me and Camden are the only 2 with Midnights.
so
Hey! That's
here's
what I'm
the
talking
thing about Midnights.
Overrated.
No, the best songs on Midnights are really good, are like bangers, but there's a lot of songs that are just like,
Forgettable.
yeah.
Skippable.
But the thing I will say about Midnights is it definitely feels like someone who's in a relationship that they've already fallen out of love with the person and they're just waiting to end it. Which is why I think that
Hot take.
her supposedly breaking up with Joe Alwyn,
That's crazy.
like that happened in her head. It happened months ago.
That's
People have been there. Were
crazy.
you emotionally or just like
Wow.
done with the
Checked
relationship?
out, right?
Yeah, no, that the feelings, the thoughts and emotions of Midnights feel like someone who's checked out of their relationship.
All right,
You know-
okay. All right, I'm going to go through my top 5. Number 1, Reputation, obvious choice. Number 2, Lover, believe it or not.
I love Lover.
Number 3, Speak Now.
What's your favorite song on Lover? So my top
You're
thi-
going to make me pick?
my top 3 are Paper Rings, The Man, and You Need to Calm Down.
Whoa, what? Are you serious? That's your top 3?
Yes. I love Paper Rings. It's fun.
No. There's no way that Cruel Summer's not in the top.
So I like
That's
Cruel
what
Sum-
I'm saying, the bridge.
I like
So good.
So I like Cruel Summer live. I don't like Stand Alone. I think in the context of the album, it's great. I think Stand Alone, I would not listen to Cruel Summer by itself. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, I listen to by itself. The song's a banger. Like there's no reason she chose to open with it.
Don't look at me. I literally, I don't know any of those songs on those 3 albums. Except
Emily
for You Need to Calm
refuses
Down.
to like look at me.
Can
so
we
it's
just?
fine.
I'm just, I can't. I can't. And then, okay, so then number 3 is Speak Now. That was the first tour I ever saw her.
I think Speak Now is a forgettable album.
Okay, next, number
do you-
4 is Midnight.
I think it has Midnight Syndrome.
Because I think it's good.
It's good.
And number 5 is 1989.
We have. Wait, I think we had 2 at the top 5. No, that's not that good.
Actually, 3 of yours are not on my list.
Yeah, so 2 are.
I want to know how many of these you actually listen to.
Me? Fully? None. No. Okay, here's exactly what I did. If you
This
don't
is
mind-
why we cannot.
Actually,
use this
wait.
info.
I think I understand Camden's list.
What was it?
No.
So Camden's list is all which albums have the best singles. That's
It
really
might
all
be.
it is.
And literally, it was okay.
Yeah,
I
yes.
went through
You
each
think
one.
Shake It Off was the best single?
But it was popular and everyone knew
This
it.
was me. I
Popular
went
to
through-
me does not equal quality.
Okay.
Okay, Shake It Off, banger.
Right.
Wonderland,
Wildest
banger.
Dreams.
Never heard of it.
Wildest Dreams.
Yeah.
Her
I'm with you on
music
that one.
video, all the proceeds went to some animal thing.
Yeah,
Kind of like
Some
that.
some animal
Animal
thing.
thing.
That's you know.
So I
rescue.
just I went through.
Or
and-
Also
something.
Fearless. It has like the
It was
the
like in the
classic
middle of the
sound
safari.
No, actually, I kind of get Camden's list.
is.
I understand Camden's list so much more now.
Thank you.
It's just the best singles.
Yeah, I went through and I went. I know that song. I know that song. Whatever ones I knew the most songs on, that was my top 5.
No, I get it. It
Which-
makes sense when you think about
Thank
it. Thank you. I kind of get it. Yeah, 'cause-
She's like
yeah,
fuming
because
over
the top
there.
Midnight songs are really good.
That's what
I
the
think
2 that I heard on the radio.
1989 lends itself really well to playing on the radio, which is why it's also like
It's
the
like her
highest
first pop
selling
album, isn't it?
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole new era for her too.
I also
was
have
my
Stockholm
era.
Syndrome from 1989.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like you just have a
Can
lot
you
of
tell that
issues.
story?
No, okay, so in high school, the first car I had was a 2008 Kia Sportage. It was my sister's old car. No AC, right? It was a windows down vehicle. The antenna completely was destroyed from my sister hitting a mailbox. So the only thing I could listen to, the radio didn't work. The only thing I could listen to for a year and a half was 1989 Deluxe
Blank space.
in my car. So like Blank Space, Shake It Off, that, and like Wonderland is such a good song. No one likes Wonderland.
Never heard of it.
No
Got it.
one likes Wonderland. It's
Because
a great
it's
song. It's the best song on the
not
album.
that good.
No, it's
don't
amazing,
think you're
just
that
like
good.
#1 song
I
ever.
just don't think it's.
What's your best song then?
At the top.
You belong with me. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
Camden's a romantic.
Thank you. Final thoughts, Caitlin, before we get into your goodbye.
Final thoughts, justice for Red and Reputation.
Thank you.
I love a
It's in
sad
my top
woman.
5.
I love an angry woman, and I relate to both on all spiritual levels, and I'm so proud of my picks. And if there's one thing I could come on air and talk about all day, every day, it would be Taylor Swift. So I am so happy that this was my first and last on-air performance.
Why don't you go ahead and take us right into your goodbye, because I think it's time we say goodbye to someone that never got the on-air chance.
Okay. So I remember. Oh, do you want to play the video?
Oh, that's so true. We do have to play the video first, don't we? My bad, gang. All right, let's go ahead.
We're going to play a video.
Let's put the
Wind
video.
that one back.
Let's put the
It's like
video.
an appetizer.
I'm sure this is it. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Gang, do it.
People don't know that. Yeah, I speak English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So yeah.
That's it?
My fault, my bad.
He doesn't even speak facts, bro. Look at the Eagles. Hey!
I play 3 instruments.
Which ones?
Guitar, piano, and ukulele. So yeah. To me, being a woman in sports means learning how to persevere. It means going into the office, the studio, going out on the field every day, knowing the odds are stacked against you, but still wanting to push through. It's about breaking glass ceilings in every turn you take, and being a leader for future generations.
Huh.
Okay. So, I remember the day the HDF crew came into my Principles of Journalism class to promote their program. I was sitting at the back of the classroom, and I can't read the rest because it won't scroll.
Oh, it's dead.
I also have it on my laptop if I need.
Hey, you
I
just,
think
you just
the
go grab.
camera
Laptop might be a good choice.
Okay, because the camera's having a seizure right now,
Yeah,
so we're gonna ignore that.
let's take a look. Katelyn, I think you've been such a great part of this program. You give such like amazing vibes, like whenever you're in studio and wherever you're at functions. I think that that's something that we are going to miss. I think you're going on to great things. Did you accept the?
That's
Let's not bring that up.
Okay, so, no matter what you do, you're an incredible writer. You have a great voice that I think comes out very well in all of your written work. And I think that that is something that I have admired about you for a long time. I think the way that you are able to express everything you're feeling is a wonderful gift, especially in a program and in a community where that can be very hard and very daunting to a lot of people. I hope that you don't lose that light, and I hope that you continue to I hope that you continue to hold yourself and the things you do with the grace and love that you have carried for so long. And I hope that no matter where you go, you know that you'll always have a home and a family with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember there was that one time when I was like, oh, dang, I 100% need a ride home from Johnny's house. And you were like, I got you, fam. And do you remember that ride home? You were just blasting like Disney music. It was
Yes.
Like, yeah. That's like the core memory I've got of you in my head. And it's like, so whenever I needed you, you know, that one time, you came in clutch. You gave me that ride home. When I needed you to send me that video for the women's show, right there.
Right there.
Been reliable when you needed to be. And I know what you posted about you not being able to do certain things. I hope wherever you go for your master's program, you're going to succeed, you know?
Thank you.
So, go off, Queen.
Thank
The first time we ever had a conversation was at the Fieldies last year.
Oh!
And we sat at the bar stools at Gadiel's house the whole time, and literally we talked the whole time and ate all of the sushi that I brought for the potluck, and we sat there and ate the whole thing.
Well, you didn't, because I didn't like sushi. But
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You did not have to put her on blast on air like that.
but
I probably
remember it.
did eat both packs of sushi that I brought.
I literally threw up.
But
I had food poisoning the day before,
we-
and Emily's still the most embarrassed person here.
Aw.
What's all the throwing
But
up
we
in our
sat
talk
there and
today?
talked the whole time, and that was something I'll always remember. But I definitely think you know what you're doing. You have a very good head on your shoulders, and you are good at what you do. And I know that you will go far in whatever you decide to go into.
Thank you.
Final thoughts?
Can I do my goodbye?
I was trying to buy time when they pulled it up.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay,
Do your thing.
I'm gonna do it. I remember the day the HGF crew came into my Principles of Journalism class to promote their program. I was sitting at the back of the room, as I usually was. I was a freshman living completely alone off campus. I hadn't made a single new friend that entire year, and it was February, so it's been a while. But when HGF presented to the class, there was something there I had never seen before. It was like watching magic. They had a bond I had never seen before. So when I got home, I called my dad and said, hey, I know I hate trying new things. I know I don't know anything about sports. I know I don't know anything about broadcast. I didn't even know we had a studio on campus. So I'm thinking about joining a sports broadcast team in the studio, you know, as one does. Clearly, you would think I'm a little insane, and I was. I still am. And the voices in my head also agree. But I showed up every day, and I showed up anyway, every week for 2 years straight. I remember calling my grandma at one point to tell her about HGF, and I started tearing up. I said, I finally made new friends. I finally found my people, and they care, and they challenge me, and they make me better. Ooh, okay. Most people don't know where I was mentally when I first joined HGF. To be honest, I was at rock bottom. I didn't want to be here at school, but more than that, I didn't want to be here at all, and I had plans to take it all away. But at the last second, HGF saved me. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who has ever given me a quick smile, a comforting word, a high five. For all the people who tried to talk to me about sports, knowing full well I didn't know a word they were saying, but I love that they even wanted to share something that made them happy with me. From screaming about taking RB Reels in studio, to blasting Taylor Swift at 9 a.m., from teaching me that you can in fact line dance to Ed Sheeran, and that Los Angeles actually has multiple basketball teams. Who knew, guys? Who knew? From everything we've been through, honestly. I love you all more than you know, and if you're watching this 5, 10 years from now, hello. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. And somewhere in the world, there is an annoying little journalist girl still cheering you on and off the field. Thank you, and I love you.
Woo! All right, let's go ahead and wrap that one up and get into commercial break. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you chose this show to come say your goodbye. That's Katelyn Colley.
Signing out.
My name's Camden Mowery. That's Emily Aaron, and then over here on the
Welcome
couch,
back.
we've got Madeline Glass, Johnny Jackson. We're talking about college football today, and my player, best college football player to not make it in the pros that well, Maurice Claret. Go ahead and put that highlight on there if you get a chance. Maurice Claret, great player from Ohio State, great running back, and ooh, let me tell you about him. It's a graphic-led highlight. I'm so proud of this, by the way. So this guy, freshman phenom when he was at Ohio State.
Just like you.
Yeah, kind of, but. The only issue is he ended up getting charged with assault after. So.
Well, not just like you.
He ended up having a weird NFL career. So,
Why'd you choose him?
He's really good now because he's got a great head on his shoulder, But he might have had the best college football player I've ever seen. Look at this national championship game, quarterback throws an interception. That's Sean Taylor. Rest in peace. Jackson Mahomes TikTok dance on his screen.
Sean Taylor gets stripped by Maurice Claret. Great play, kept the Buckeyes in the game. That's what I'm talking about. That's all you got to show from that. Maurice Claret is my player. Emily, go off.
All right, I'm going to the next one. You only have to show my graphic just to make it quick. Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota was way better in college. He won the Heisman, won the Rose Bowl in 2015, was the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year in 2014, had 31 touchdowns and 10,796 passing yards. In college, played for Oregon, and we thought he was going to be really good. Then he got drafted to the Titans in 2015, then to the Raiders, and then the Falcons, and now he's on the Eagles. And we just don't see anything good from him. He just, I think he went from really good college player, started off decent, and then decided to become a bench warmer.
Okay.
Because
he's the backup for the Eagles.
He did throw a touchdown to himself. That was pretty cool.
In a playoff game.
You know what? He's just not what we thought he would be, and that's what I have to say. So,
Okay.
Maddie?
On to me. I'm going with probably the greatest college football quarterback of all time, Tim Tebow. He had
Cap.
9,000. Okay, over 4 years, he had 9,285 passing yards, 88 touchdowns, and only 16 interceptions. He also had 57 rushing touchdowns and was the first underclassman to ever win the Heisman. And he won 2 national championships, and obviously things didn't work out great for him in the NFL, but
He won a playoff game?
Exactly, as I was going to say.
that's
He won a
right.
playoff game against the Steelers, and he played baseball for the minor league Mets at some point.
I saw him hit a walk-off home run in
Yes.
the minor leagues.
Wow.
Which is so
He
crazy.
was a Jaguars tight end legend, so that was
He's
a fun
kind of
era.
like JRP, does both.
Yeah, and he's back.
No, JRP's kind of like him.
Yeah,
That's more like
JRP looks up
No,
to Tebow.
Tim Tebow's kind of like JRP.
So Tebow hitting a walk. So it was like high A ball. I saw him hit a walk-off grand slam. It was insane. It was
Yeah.
also the same day one of my friends had this minor league debut, so it was awesome.
Tebow's jersey when he was on the Mets in the minor league sold, and when he was on the Jaguars tight end in training camp sold. People love Tebow. I grew up in a Gator household, and I thought Tebow was the only quarterback that ever existed growing up. I was 9, I was like, oh yeah, Tebow, he's just the quarterback for every
The
team.
Tebow.
So in MLB The Show in 2018,
No way.
there was a silver 75 overall Tim Tebow card. He was insane. He was phenomenal.
I need to go back and try that.
He was like a left fielder. It was incredible.
That's crazy. Do you want to do a player or no?
Yeah. No, my player is definitely Johnny Manziel. Someone who had all the skills to succeed at the NFL level, and just didn't because of off the field issues.
Nutcase.
It's sad.
Yeah, but he's cool on podcasts
Yeah,
now.
and he's on the Zappers in the Fan League, I think I read. Yeah, they exist.
Yeah. No, it's so true. Great. That was college football.
College football in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And MLB The Show.
Does
yeah.
anyone want to go first? Did any of you write down out a goodbye or no?
I did not for this show. No.
I
Shoot.
didn't either.
I did for Monday, but that's a different kind of context.
Well, I don't want to go first. I'll say that. So if
Do you
anyone
want to go
else-
last?
Yeah, I want to go
Yeah, you
last.
should
Do
go.
you want to just go in an
Yeah.
order?
Sure. Let's
Yeah.
go in
Okay.
a circle.
So to my younger crew, who has held nighttime for this year,
She's your age.
younger by. I don't know.
I'm a business. Okay, just keep going.
Are you
We don't need to talk about how old I
Are we
am,
both
Camden.
20? How old are you?
22.
Oh yeah, we're both
Okay.
22, yeah, so
Okay.
Oh
I'm not like
my.
an ancient person.
Yeah.
Children.
Okay,
adults.
get on with it.
Yeah, no, I'm a big boy. Sorry.
All right, let's go.
No, nighttime has always held a very special place in my heart. Not my part. What am I doing? And to have a show that has been able to platform some of the best and brightest women that we have in this program has been a huge honor. Maddie, you have come in with such an amazing attitude, such an amazing work ethic, and you are a true light. And I think that ever since that you have sort of found yourself coming into a bigger role on this show, you've really come into your own as well in the studio and behind the scenes, which is incredible to see. It's incredible to see another woman really come into her own and become a really strong foundational member of this program and a foundational friend and a foundational resource, especially for a lot of our younger girls, which is just incredible to see. And it makes me very happy to know that you've found a great role for yourself and you're able to become a role model for some of the younger girls and to be able to outreach and bring this program to new heights.
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't expecting that. I remember when I first joined and like a couple months after, I told Camden, I was like, just let me know what you need help with, I'll do anything. And I started making highlight videos like pretty weekly, and then moved on to graphics, moved on to having input on the show and adding ideas. And like, I'm just like so thankful for Camden for giving me that opportunity to start somewhere, because you have to work your way up. And like, I'm just so thankful for that. And I've loved this show, and it's going to be here for a long time, and it's going to be even better, and it's going to get better every year. And Johnny, like you, I think I DM'd with you first when I first joined Hitting the Field.
Everyone does.
and you sent me the groupie, and then like at the meeting, you were like, you and Hannah Jo were so encouraging for me to go on air, like to talk about baseball, which like isn't even like my strong suit, but I did it, and like everyone was so great. And Emily, like I've loved working with you with Nighttime. Like I think we've had so much fun and really bonded, and we've all helped each other out in a really big way. And I'm just so thankful for this program. Like I'm not saying goodbye, by the way, I'm not leaving, but I'm so thankful for this program. And when I have to say goodbye, like I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
it just like provides such an opportunity that I never thought I'd have. I didn't know it existed. I think I was like, when I got my internship with communications with Camden, I think I was like looking at the email, I was searching everyone up on Instagram. This is embarrassing, but I think I saw Camden was like in Hitting the Field, and I was like, what is this? And I called my dad and I talked to him about everything. I'm like, look, should I join it? He's like, yeah. And I did, and I'm so glad I did.
Well, we're
Emily Aaron.
Yeah.
EA.
To see you last year, you showed up very positive, very bubbly, and seeing you mature even this much has been an incredible thing to watch.
Thank you.
And to see how poised you were during the audition process last year, at the end of last year, was also very nice to watch. I'm very happy with how this season turned out, how this year has turned out. And I know that it has been a bit of a train wreck for you behind the scenes. But to know that you're able to have a place here, no matter what's going on outside, and to know that people can count on you, people that can rely on you, and that you will show up no matter what, and that you'll be there for your friends, and that your friends will be there for you, and that you can, I'm trying not to cry until I get to Camden. It's a very nice process for me to try and get to the end before it goes.
It's like marinating.
Yeah, it's like not a great marination. It's like garlic parm steak. It's just like not a great combination. No. No, but you've been incredible.
Thank you.
And kind of like a similar thing to what I said with Maddie, I think Nighttime is so special because it is the show here for UCF by UCF, right? It's the show where I think we see the most growth. I think we've seen the most growth, especially in the productions, in all of the behind the scenes work that y'all put in, all the Media Lab sessions that y'all put in. I think that you've done an incredible job.
Thank you.
And I think that no matter where you go from here, you'll do incredible things. And I hope that, this is the season finale. I hope that, tomorrow when you wake up, you can think, man, I'm really proud of what I did here at Hitting the Field, and I'm really proud of this year, and I just can't wait to make this program a better place, because you have made it a better place.
Thank you. I should have worn waterproof mascara. I said it when I left the house.
Yeah, it's a skill issue, dog. We tell everyone every year, wear waterproof mascara.
You say it's going to be an emotional
Your
show.
mascara isn't running out.
Okay, good.
It's not yet.
Do you want me to say words, or do you want
Say words.
Johnny to go to you, and then
you say words. Your turn. You go.
Yeah, say words.
Okay, my turn. All right, let's try to do this. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to not make this like a goodbye graduation situation, but okay. Wow. I'm just very grateful. You know what? I should be looking at the camera, but just really quick. I'm very grateful to you because you were, and you, actually, you guys were the ones who gave me the chance to, holy voice cracks, to do nighttime. And I would have never thought that I would have gotten that opportunity, and this club has really shaped a lot of the person who I am, and I am beyond grateful for it. I'm beyond grateful to sit next to you every week, and we have a good banter. It's just great, and I am really sad to not have the same crew for nighttime next year, but I want to thank Maddie for always stepping up, always helping out. She became part of the nighttime crew so quickly, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. And I want to thank, I hate crying on camera. And I'm so loud, sorry.
It happens to all of us.
Overmodulated for sure. I want to thank you, Johnny, the most, because you helped me find my love for sports. Because when I first joined, I knew sports, but let's be honest, did I know everything? No. Do I know a lot more now? Yes. Do I have to do way less research on topics? Yes. And it's because you guys all gave me a chance in this club, and I am going to miss you a lot because you just shaped this whole program and really did a phenomenal job. You created the friendships that I have in this program, and okay, that's enough. I love you, and you're just amazing and never change. Oh, Jesus, I'm done. I knew that was gonna happen.
We're not missing anyone, right?
No. Who's going first between me and you?
Hey, bud.
Do you want to say nice things, Emily, first? Yeah.
Hey. No, I'll go after.
You go after?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Please don't do it now.
So I'm talking to you now.
Break.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking to me.
Oh man.
Hey.
Oh. And this is gonna be even worse, the two of you.
No, yeah. We need to get you a turtleneck. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, just saying. I mean, I saw the one of you and Nate look pretty good.
No, we need to get you a turtleneck. I think that's the next step in your evolution.
Yeah. Grow out my hair a little bit.
Yeah.
A little curly.
You could.
No.
Does your hair get curly? No, it wouldn't. No.
Far from it.
It would get like wavy, kinda. You should try going really long hair like I did for a while.
Should I just go like bangs?
Yeah. I'm definitely avoiding having the serious part of this conversation.
Oh,
okay,
sure.
you guys just got to the chase.
It's already 11:21.
We are so over time.
Yeah. Speaking of so over, my time here hitting the field.
Okay. That's a segue.
Yeah. I gotta get there somewhere. Camden. I think I've told you this to your face. I tell a lot of these things to your face, but it's nice to tell everyone. Pretty much the first or second week you were here, I was like, yeah, he's gonna take my job. Yeah. And seeing you run with it in the way that you have, and be such a go-getter, and being so invested in not only the program but the people around you, has been a great thing to watch. And seeing that how much you care and how you treat everyone so well, no matter how they treat you, has been something that I have been so pleased to see over these last few years. I think being here for 4 years back to back, I definitely burned out, especially towards the end. And I'm sorry for that. But you have also grown into such a leader and such an incredible presence. And for a long time, I was scared. I was worried about how do I hand something off? How do I let go of this, of my baby? And you are a wonderful adoptive father of my child. And there aren't enough words to describe how perfect you are. In every sense of the word. In every moment that I've been able to share with you, you have been such a gracious presence, and such a kind person, and such a hardworking person. And I know that this program is in the right hands, and this program has been in the right hands, because let's be real, I didn't really do much this semester. And I hope that everyone can see how much you work, and how hard you work, and how much you have dedicated and sacrificed for this program. And I know that, unfortunately, most of your sacrifices no one's going to know about. And the things you give up, no one's going to really see. And I want you to know that, you know, I appreciate the hell out of you. I respect the hell out of you. And I am so excited to see what you do with this program, what you do with the people here, and the incredible things that you're going to do over these next years.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess this is kind of the most official passing of the torch that we're going to get. I should have brought something.
You should have.
I should have dressed
like a
like
baton.
I should have dressed like Lady Liberty. Yeah, but yeah, like I said on Monday, man, it's yours. And the only thing I ask is that you do your best, so that when you're done, you can say that, yeah, I did the best I could. No matter how well or poorly things go, I hope you control what you can control, and just make everyone happy, because that's what you do. You make everyone so overjoyed to be here, and so overjoyed to come and keep coming, and have these people keep showing up on a weekly basis. And you're incredible, and I can't say enough nice words about you, and I look forward to being your friend for a very long time.
Thanks, Dad.
I feel like your uncle way more than your father.
My adoptive father. Wow, that was
I'm your uncle.
touching. Thanks, Uncle.
Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny. Wow, that was a great goodbye. I'll start with you right next to me here. Hey, you recovered? Feeling good?
Mm-hmm.
Last semester when we did auditions, you know, there were 4 people that tried out. Everyone did good. Everyone did good enough, but I feel like you challenged yourself the most to try to learn what we were trying to do here at Nighttime. As in, anyone else can go talk about the big sports that they watch throughout the days, because nobody watches UCF tennis or UCF sports, and yet here we are challenging ourselves every week to learn a new UCF sport that not a lot of eyes are on. And I don't think there was anybody else that was more fit to try and challenge themselves as much as you were last semester.
Thank you.
And you know, people have told me our great chemistry on air, how great our charisma is with each other, that we bounce off each other, you know? And it's like, you could tell when you watch, it's like, oh, they're having fun. They enjoy themselves up there. They are fun. And so thank you for making this last year as special as it was, because you had some big shoes to fill. You know, I can't go without talking about Taylor Anderson, who kind of put me in the spot I am, you know, after I was kind of thrown into this spot here, this hosting spot. Taylor was just like, all right, I'll take him, I guess. And, you know, I still talk to her. I try to at least once every week, because I don't know if she knows this, but she was a very big role model on me. And, you know, you had to.
She made me try out.
You had to fill the spot.
Oh, she did, yeah.
She texted me. I met her like once, and she was like, "You have to come try out for nighttime, please." I was like, "All right, I'll do it." Like, you tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna put the work in, and I'm gonna try my best.
And you did. You challenge yourself every week to try to learn something that not everybody cares or watches. So
I knew nothing about rowing until like, what,
3 weeks ago? So thank you for that. Thank you, Taylor Anderson, for everything you did to me, or for me, a year ago. So let's go to Maddie. We're going to pretend like I don't hear Kirsten in her headset.
So loud.
Hey, Maddie.
Hi, Camden.
I remember like first or second day of the semester when we had our meeting at Strategic Communications, and you were like, oh, I'm kind of in hitting the field. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Me too.
I knew you were.
Yeah, apparently I learned you kind of stalked me, but that's
just a little.
Just a little bit.
She knew everyone in hitting the field.
But your drive that, you know, you text me, I want to make this, how can I help with this? You weren't even on the show, you know? And you were just like, can I help make this highlight? You guys should do this. Let me help with this. And so finally, I was like, please. Because that's exactly how I started my first semester. The host of the show, I would help him do highlights and, you know, make 3 or 4 a week, and that was whatever. And that's how I got bumped up. So I see a lot of myself in you. And so.
He's like 2 years younger.
Right.
But yes, I understand.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to officially announce it yet.
Okay.
But let's just say Maddie will still be a huge part of this show next semester. So thank you for everything that you've done, and thank you for helping when there's been weeks where I have other things going on, you know, picking up slack that I drop. So thank you for all that, and I can't wait to see what you do next semester. Hey.
Hey.
This is crazy because I tell this story. I'm going to tell it again. Finally, first time I get to tell it on air. First ever like week in college, my summer semester, I was doing online classes. I was
Canvas DMs.
My DMs. I was told I'm going to be a weatherman, you know? Whatever. You're not going to be able to do anything. And this guy, in my first ever college class online,
it was like a summer online class.
Yeah, you DM me. He Canvas emailed me or whatever. WebCourse emailed me.
Yeah, because I saw a discussion post. It was like, I like sports. And I was like, hey.
I like talking about sports.
Hey.
Get over here.
Join my club.
My cult, yeah. And Johnny sent me a great lengthy message, and I was in Pittsburgh getting ready to go to a Guardians game the next day. I know it was weird. I had to drive a couple hours, but I was in Pittsburgh. I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm doing it. Like, should I do it? And they're like, yeah, knock yourself out. And I remember joining the club. I was like, what is this? And then ever since there, it was like, oh, they're pretty for real. Like, you know, the work you guys do here is real. And then getting to be a part of it, my first week here, I sat in the back. I learned playback from Grant Wheeler and got on air like my third week, and I love nighttime so much. And that's probably a great segue because I'm still young to saying that me no longer, I'm resigning from nighttime. Yay. So I've been doing the show for, it's the fourth season.
Yeah, a year and a half, almost 2 years.
This is the third semester I've been one of the hosts, and then I started on air the first ever semester nighttime was a thing. So I'd say I've been on it for about 3.5 of the 4 years, and
that's not how math works.
4 semesters, 3.5 out of 4 semesters. Yeah. That's math. Yeah. And
We're not math majors.
No, we are communications and RTV. Yeah. So thank you for the opportunity to let me do this. I don't know if you were the one that was like, let this kid try out, let him cook. But, you know, I don't know how I got the host spot that first semester, but I'm grateful.
I mean.
Yeah. I don't know how it was me that got chosen, but thank you for that. I appreciate everything that you've done for me, Johnny, specifically, because I wouldn't have joined this program if you had never sent me a message. And I would have never thought I would have been able to help take over this program if it wasn't for you. Because you'd always encouraged me, you'd always told me, do this, do that, showed me how to do things. You were my intro to Photoshop. I took Photoshop classes that didn't teach me anything. You were my Photoshop class.
I took that same class.
So that, like, just being able to do everything, I learned from you. And so thank you for passing the torch, for doing that whole thing, because it's been a pleasure to work with you. That's Nighttime Season 4, pretty much. That's all I got.
Yeah, we're like half an hour over.
Yeah, this is like an hour-long show, but anyone have any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up?
I love you guys.
Love you guys.
I love you guys too. And I love all you viewers.
Yeah,
best nighttime crew.
We don't know what will be happening next semester, but officially, I'm out. Thank you for the time.
Wait, last shout out to my grandma, because I know she's going to watch.
Shout out grandma.
Shout out Emily's
all grandmas.
grandma. And shout out Emily's chinchilla. It's his birthday, Gus.
Yes, Gus's birthday.
Gus.
We're going to celebrate, so I stop crying.
All right, let's get out of here, gang. Love you all. We'll see you next semester.
Love this show. See ya.
Things gon' change when I really hit the field. Undefeated champs, man, you know what's the deal. Tryna find a kid, I'm in the field doing drills. Boy, you just a sucker, you ain't never keep it real. 3 rings in my hand, I'm a warrior to the max. When I hang it up, they gon' have to get